يا لغتي عربية حسبي بأنك منطقي وبياني عربية قلبي.
I can see your arrogance already. I'm talking. Don't hijack my conversation. I'm not interested in fighting with you.
I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting.
Okay.
I just said the question. No,
Listen to me.
I just asked a question.
Okay, but I'm not answering right now because I'm talking.
Hold on a second. I asked a question. You said I'm attacking you. I did.
There will be a time for questions.
There'll be a time.
Okay,
if I have time, I'll take it.
No, do you can I ask? Do you mind if we have a?
I'm talking.
But I'm saying I would want to accept the faith
So you're
Christianity.
another guy that wants to hijack my
No, I'm saying I would want to hear
Look, man,
Christianity.
I moved twice to get away from all y'all.
Who's all
If you want to hijack, you can start over there.
Why are you putting me into that category? I just asked a question. I want to accept Christianity.
But I'm not asking you for a question.
I'm just saying I want to ask. I want to know Christianity.
You don't want to know. You're carrying a book from Br-Alext.
Sir, this is Speaker's Corner, yeah? I just want to know Christianity. Why are you putting me in that category and I'm fighting you? I just asked a simple question.
Get proper camera.
No, not the
Hi,
Bible.
I just want to ask a question. I want to know about Christianity.
Okay.
No, I want to know.
You don't want to know.
Look, I want to know
Okay,
about Christianity.
listen. You want me to answer you for quickly?
Yeah.
Can I see that book?
Yeah, sure.
You have a book
Yes.
called Forged
Yes.
from Br-Alext.
Yes. Which I'm reading.
So you're reading that?
Yes, I'm reading
so if you want to know about
I
Christianity,
just
read the
started.
book.
No, I'm reading the book. I'm reading it.
You got a Bible. You want one?
No. I've got one. I'm
Okay,
reading it.
good. So listen.
You're judging me.
No.
You're judging me.
I am judging you.
But why?
Because
Talking, why do you interject? I would do the same with
against
you.
their own thing by their behavior. I'm preaching my story. They don't even want to hear my
I
story.
respect the story. I liked it a lot. He was saying
respect
this.
anything because he won't even
He
listen.
said a lot of Muslims became Christian. I'm a Muslim. I'm a revert to Islam. I just want to know what he's got to say. Maybe I will accept it.
Okay, then listen to me, and then
Yeah,
you can determine whether you want to accept it. If you don't, then you don't have to.
Thank you.
Okay, so anyway, many Muslims have accepted Jesus Christ and became Christians. You can see this on my videos. I have a video channel called Christ's Forgiveness. There's reasons why people from Iran, people from Afghanistan, people from Saudi Arabia, people from Pakistan, Muslims from many different countries are becoming Christian. And you can see them on my YouTube channel.
It's not a debate.
You know why?
It's not a debate.
Because
Brothers, please.
they're missing something.
Can we make the circle bigger? Can we make the
People that have accepted, these people that have discovered that they were missing something in their life. And I think they were missing what I was missing. They were missing love. They were missing hope. They were missing forgiveness. All of these things.
No.
The reason why I lived in sin
Ask what happened.
was because I was looking for something. I was looking for answers.
No, he did, but
I like to sleep around with every woman in the world.
one second. Let me get.
I realized that doing that breaks
I'm
hearts,
trying to. He's trying to.
destroys families, and creates distrust and disharmony in the community. I thought being a part of a gang was the way to be secure and to be safe. But I realized that being a part of the wrong thing will destroy your life. So many of these Muslim people that accepted Jesus Christ saw deficiencies in Islam. They saw deficiencies in the Quran. And they decided to trust in Jesus. Now, I'm going to share with you what I believe when I start seeing.
I'll give you the Quran, I've got the Bible with debate.
Are you another hijacker?
No, nobody's
When he
hijacking.
said that,
Okay, listen, man. I can talk what I want to
there's
say.
No.
This hard fact, no proof. It's not a debate. I know the Bible inside
You want to
out.
talk to me? I don't want to talk. I'm talking. I'm talking.
This guy.
Listen, if you guys are here, you want to hear me?
I want to hear. I want to hear you.
Not yet. After I speak, if I have time, I'll speak.
Okay.
What's your name, sir? My name's
David Litt.
Pleasure to meet you. I hope we can have a good discussion after. Take one, yeah? We'll see. Thank you very much. It's lying.
All right.
It's lying, bro.
I'll wait until the crowd calms down. I don't know what I said,
Became a Christian.
except what people discovered themselves.
Became a Christian.
So I'll wait.
Get one.
Brother.
You don't believe that Muslims became
Brother.
Show me one.
Brother, please let him speak.
I can show you Christian became a Muslim.
I know.
I can show you now.
I agree. No, but I agree.
In the
But I agree.
More than 10.
But I'm not in a debate with you. I agree with you.
Show me one.
I agree with you. Go on my website.
Muslim became a Christian.
Go on my website.
I don't care about your website. So many.
Brother, let him speak. Okay, let him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak.
So, okay.
You fake, basically. You lie. You fake.
Everybody, I'm a real person.
With you, I can be whatever I like. Are you his solicitor?
Get this hijacker. Another hijacker.
Are you asked questions? No, he didn't. Let him speak. Let him speak. I can speak whenever I like. That's a respect.
Okay, carry on.
Okay. So we got a lot of people hijacking. And I thank you that it's not every Muslim that is a hijacker. Okay? Not every Muslim. In fact, I met some wonderful Muslims. Okay, I have some Muslim friends. They would never do me any harm. They're wonderful people. They've invited me to their house. They didn't try to poison me. They respect me as an individual. So not all Muslims are bad. And not all Christians are bad. So you need to know that first and foremost. So I'm not a hate preacher. I don't hate nobody. I'm not afraid. I'm not Islamophobe. In fact, I find that many Muslims, not all, many are Christophobics or Bible-phobics. They're afraid to read the Bible. They're afraid to even touch a Bible. They're afraid to even take a tract. They're afraid to even become my friend. But that's not everybody, okay? So we need to understand there's different types of people in the world. My friend from Jordan, he befriended me. That's wonderful. But he started to distance himself from me because he realized that I was sharing the gospel and I was serious about Christianity and he couldn't convert me to Islam. So anyway, I started to see the difference. I started to see that Jesus Christ died on the cross in the Bible and he didn't die on the cross in the Quran. I started to see Muslims come to Jesus and they found out, or they felt, that Islam was forced upon them, that they didn't have freedom to practice what they wanted to practice, that they felt that Islam didn't offer them assurance of salvation, it didn't give them assurance of forgiveness. They were always in uncertainty about their final destination. And I could understand that, because as a Christian or as somebody that was looking for answers, I wanted the answer. I wanted to know that God loved me and I wanted to know He forgave me. And the only path that I found where I can know that God really loved me and that He really forgave me was through Jesus Christ and when I read the Bible. Now listen guys, listen. I know many of you don't agree with me. I know many of you feel that the Bible is not the Word of God. I know many of you feel that the Quran is the final way. And I understand, your parents taught you that, you came to believe that, and you know what? Most Christians would feel the exact same way. Not many people from both sides would actually be open-minded enough to actually give it a serious consideration. But you know what? For me, I don't really care who's right and wrong. I just want the truth. Amen. Yeah. I was a young man, 16 years old. I just wanted to know that God loved me and I had a second chance. And I found that second chance in Jesus. So what makes me different than many people is I'm not afraid to admit that the Bible says women should cover their heads. In fact, I think that many Christian ladies are not following the Bible. Amen. That puts me in a minority camp in modern day Christianity.
I respect that.
You know why? Because in this day and age, most Christians don't do that. So what? I just want the truth. I'm not afraid to admit that many Christians are not living after the pattern of Jesus. I don't care if Christians hate me for telling you the truth. If a Muslim says something that's true, I'll accept it because it's true.
One more card. I'm sorry, I have to because
I don't care
I really
who's right or wrong.
I agree with that.
Well, obviously who's right. Whoever says the truth is the truth.
Exactly.
That's it. And whoever says what's a lie
100%.
is a lie.
100%.
And so when I read the Bible and I read the Quran and I study the Quranic history and I study the biblical history, what I find out is one thing I love about the Bible is it explains things that the Quran doesn't explain. You know, I know with many Muslims there's many hadiths. There's authentic hadiths and there's weak hadiths and there's middle ground hadiths and everybody's debating about what's the right sunnah or what's the right practice. It's very difficult. In fact, if you really want to be a full-fledged Muslim, from my understanding, you have to be really learned and studied. You have to read all the hadiths. And most of the average people that I speak to don't understand Arabic. They can recite it, they can maybe speak some of it, but they don't understand the words. And then they say, well, you know what? It's a very hard language because it's ancient Arabic. In fact, the modern day Qurans that you have vowel markers that are according to a certain reading in this part of the world, and many people understand it that way, but most people rely on the translations, the English translations, if you're English, or in the Urdu. Sure, I'm not arguing about that. No, I'm not arguing. I rely on the English translations of the Bible.
Let him finish.
Right. I rely, if I was to read the Quran, I would rely on the English translations because I don't read Arabic fluently. I'm teaching myself Arabic. I know the alphabet, but I'm not an Arabic scholar. Okay, so you need to know that up front. I've read the Quran many times, and what I discover about the Quran versus the Bible is that many of the things that the Quran speaks about it's not explained. You need to go back to the biblical text to explain it. For instance, does any Muslim here know why there was a temple that God commanded them to build? How many Muslims can explain to me right now why there was a temple, why there is even a temple in Jerusalem today? Does anybody know?
Can you not touch me?
Raise your hand. This is where I'm asking you questions. Does any Muslim know why there's a temple in Jerusalem?
I don't know it.
Do you know? What's the reason? Okay, there's a mosque, Al-Aqsa Mosque. I was actually there. I've been there before. Right. Yeah. So the mosque was 80 years after they came to Jerusalem, and many people became Muslim. Yeah, okay, but why was there a temple before? Do you know that there was a temple in Jerusalem before that? Does anybody that's a Muslim know why there was a temple? Okay, this is what I mean. Does anybody know what the dietary law of the Torah really is? Because when I read the Quran, it only says that they were commanded to stay away from alcohol and from swine. But that's not true. Do you know what the full dietary law was?
No.
Not many Muslims know.
No. Can you tell us?
Yeah, sure. The dietary law was more than just swine. It was anything that was considered unclean, both in the sea and also in the land. And so there was swine, there was... No, I'm talking about the Bible. No, I know, but it's not clear in the Quran.
Okay, no,
I understand.
No problem.
No, from what the Jewish people were...
No, you say...
Okay, the blood. Yeah, you're right. I agree. So it talks about staying away from the blood, and the dead, and swine, and alcohol. Those four things. But the actual Torah doesn't say to stay away from alcohol. It does say to stay away from swine, things dead, and from blood. So I agree with that. But it doesn't give you the full list of what was in the Torah, about the full list of unclean. You know shrimp is unclean to a Jew? Do you know that anything with shellfish is unclean to a Jew? It's in the Torah, right? So the fullest extent, the most cleanest dietary law that you could ever go by, if you really want to live a very clean lifestyle, it's actually found in the Torah and not in the Quran. This is what I've discovered as I've read. I also read, just like you didn't know the meaning of the temple, I'm going to explain what the meaning of the temple was. If you go back in the Torah, God commanded Moses to build a tabernacle. And this tabernacle had 3 sections: a common place, a holy place, and the holies of holies. And there was a man appointed called a high priest. And there were other people from the line of Levi. This was one of the tribes, from the tribe of Moses' tribe and Aaron's tribe, where they were commanded to be responsible for bringing people back to God and teaching the people about God. One tribe was supposed to do that. And this tribe was responsible for all the things and the utensils. They had to clean it, make sure the temple was sacred. And they could not approach God without a sacrifice. And the Torah is very clear that without the shedding of blood, the atonement for sins is within the blood. This is what the Torah of Moses teaches. And in fact, the Quran wasn't even specific about the Passover. How many of you know the meaning of the Passover? As a Muslim, do you know what the meaning of the Passover? Can I
ask a question? Sorry.
No. I'm asking questions. So I'm work with my questions.
No, I understand, but you need to be reasonable. I've been listening to you.
I'm very reasonable. I'm taking my own time, flying to Canada with my own money. Yeah. The day that you pay me for my trip.
How much do you charge? How much do you charge?
Over $1,000.
$1,000 for what?
For my flight.
No, forget your flight. You're right here. How much?
Right.
No,
Okay.
'cause-
So listen to me. I'm being very reasonable.
No,
If
you're
you want
not.
to talk to
Right
me,
now, you're not. I want to know
don't
more.
hijack. Don't be another hijack.
No. Okay. Now you're being unreasonable. I've
be
listened for
another
about
hijack.
half an hour, maybe
But
20
that's
minutes.
up to you.
No.
Did I put a gun to your head to
No.
force you?
You don't need to. But I want to know.
But you're hijacking me.
No, I'm not. You're not gonna.
But I'm trying to
You
talk.
can't keep throwing that at people.
You don't want people to be knowledge
I'm
and
not.
taught.
Did I say that?
Then still don't interrupt.
Did I say that? Did I say that? I think a reasonable man. I've been listening here, and I'm interested. There's a lot of things that you said I agree with. I'm looking for the truth, and I'm here to do that. For you to throw hijacking and fighting at me, that's
You
not
are
nice.
hijacking.
No, I'm not. I'm
You know what
asking a
hijacking
question.
means?
This is Speaker's Corner.
You know what the word hijacking means?
Sir, taking over something
Taking
that is.
over. Are you
yes.
taking over my
I'm not
conversation?
taking over.
Then what are you doing?
I'm in your conversation.
You're interrupting.
I'm in your conversation.
No, I didn't ask you for
This
a
is
question.
Speaker's Corner. You know, I can even say, you know what? I can say, you know, I'm not going to listen. I'm just listening to you. Speaker's Corner. You just came now. Please don't tell me when he's finishing. Yeah. Okay, sir. I just want to say something. To me personally, what you talked about,
But
for
I'm not
instance.
listening because I'm talking.
Okay, if you're not listening,
If you're gonna,
then you're being unreasonable.
No, I'm not being
because you're being
unreasonable
unreasonable.
because I'm reasoning
just
and I
trying
never
because
asked for your
I just want to know.
I don't know you.
I just want to.
Do I
My
know
name's
you?
Ali Dawa.
But I don't know you.
Okay, now you do. My name's Ali Dawa.
But listen,
My name's
I
Ali
shook
Dawa.
your hand.
Nice
You're
to meet you.
interrupting my conversation. With all due
I just wanted
respect,
to ask something.
I'm not asking for your opinion.
No, I don't want opinion. I'm
With
just asking.
all due respect, I'm talking to this group.
Okay, I just want to know from
And
you.
I'll tell you why I'm not answering
Okay,
you.
why
Because I'm
should, no,
talking.
I want to know, why do you think, do you recommend for me, why should I follow Jesus? Like, can you give me an advice?
You're changing my discussion.
I'm asking a question, for God's sake. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I am absent. This is on camera. This is ridiculous. I'm here wanting to learn, and I'm being told hijack, fight.
If you want to learn, listen. If you really want to learn,
why Jesus?
you don't want to learn.
If you don't like the rules of Speaker's Corner,
Why Jesus?
What are the rules?
Then we can
What are
speak.
the rules? Argue?
No, speak.
Speak. No. Speak. Yeah. Hey, guess what? From what I learned in grade 1.
you don't like the
Speaker's
rules.
Corner.
Somebody's speaking, by the way. Listen,
So guess what?
What? I'm asking a question. Hello, hi. Hi, I'm asking a question.
I actually, you know what?
No. I've been listening for half an hour. I asked a reasonable question. I asked one question. Let me finish.
Listen.
Okay.
You might be here for your own agenda.
I don't want to be here for my agenda.
So what do you want?
I want to know why Jesus. I
do
want
you
to know.
want?
I want to know why Jesus.
If you want to know Jesus,
why?
then listen to me.
I am. Why Jesus?
Keep listening to me.
You are a hate preacher.
Okay, I just asked you a question. Why? No, brother, one second. No.
I'm a hate preacher because I'm not listening.
I
Bring
think
that to a court of law.
anybody.
I'm a hate preacher because I don't listen.
One second. Listen, you go away. Don't tell me to go away. Anybody has a single atom of justice in their heart will know I'm being reasonable and asking a question. Ask the single question.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to the camera.
Okay.
So I got
Why Jesus?
One hijacker, two hijackers, three jackers,
Okay.
four.
Since you put me in that
Five
category,
hijackers, six hijackers. How many more?
Since you put me in that category,
And I
I'm
should be a
not going to
rapper
drop
now.
to that. I want to know why
Listen,
Jesus.
guys, I'm trying to share my
Sir,
story.
why Jesus?
I'm trying to share my story.
Why Jesus? I'm asking. There is no end. No, he's saying he doesn't want to interact. Jesus said, "Seek the truth, and the truth shall set you free." I want to know the truth. Okay, when is he going to finish? Ask him. Okay. When are you going to finish? I'm going to listen. When is he going to finish? I'm going to listen. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Basically, monologue. When can I ask questions? You're right. Speaker's Corner. I can speak. Yes, exactly. No, I can speak. No, I can speak. Okay. Why are you guys interrupting me? Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. I'm doing the same.
Do you know how many people interrupted him?
No. You know why? We want to know questions. We want to have questions.
Yes,
But we want to ask them.
because you're asking too many questions.
I asked one question. You got cameras, man.
One guy's saying he's that we're not going to let anybody control us and brainwash us. So they think that I'm here trying to
If
brainwash
somebody
you.
is sincere, they would
People
not
are
have no
here
problem. I just asked one question.
To listen to.
But he's saying you're not allowed to speak.
Want to hijack this conversation. I don't care to argue.
Can you ask him when he finishes? I'll shut up. I'll stay. When would he
I'm here
finish?
for those who want to learn.
I want to learn. When would you finish so I can ask my questions?
I'm still talking and I don't have a time.
Okay, basically, I'm going to talk. No. He's saying, I will speak, you're not allowed to speak.
So listen.
This is Speaker's Corner.
This is
I have the right to
attitude of a
ask.
Muslim. Are you Muslim?
Yes.
Are you you Muslim?
I'm a Muslim that asks questions. I'm such a bad person. Oh my gosh. Look at this Muslim. He asks questions. Nice try.
No.
I'm not going to fall for that.
This Muslim,
I'm not going to
this
fall for
Muslim
that.
doesn't just ask questions.
I'm not going
He
to fall for
interrupts
that.
people.
No.
This is his character.
What? I'm such a
So
bad
what we're
character.
learning is we're learning the difference in
a character who he doesn't allow no
I
one to
never
speak.
came and interrupted any Muslim
No, you didn't.
talking over there.
Sir.
I'm talking over here.
Sir. Why Jesus? Why Jesus?
Speaker's corner.
Why Jesus but not Muhammad?
You know what people do?
Why
You know what
Jesus
people
but not
do?
Muhammad?
When the teacher's teaching,
You're not a teacher.
You respect
You're not
the
a teacher. You're not a teacher.
I am a
That's
teacher.
arrogance. That is absolute arrogance.
Okay, so you're the teacher.
I'm not here to learn. You're not a teacher. I'm not a teacher. Why Jesus and not Muhammad? Why Jesus and not Muhammad?
I don't even need to debate. These guys are debating themselves. You guys want to fight yourselves. I don't want to fight you.
They're fighting.
I'm here sharing my story.
Same.
You hijack.
We can only expose it.
I'm here to preach the gospel.
Are you ready for questions?
No, because people did hijack. What's your name?
No. Don't try it.
You seem a little
He's dying. You seem more reasonable because you're quiet. This guy does it because he asks
respect.
questions. Come on. How low can you get?
That's me.
Hey, you're a bad Christian because you talk. You're a good Christian because you didn't. Be real.
My question is, why do these people hate honest man? Why do these people?
I'm very honest.
Look. It's not like we don't know you.
Hey, look at that.
Look, there you go.
Hatred against Muslims.
I got Muslims watching.
Who's that?
They get
Yes, of course
hateful,
we're watching you.
and that's why they don't answer questions.
He's accusing me of being paid.
Why Jesus and not Muhammad?
You got hijacker number 2 again.
Whose phone is this?
I don't know. Somebody else.
These people
Jesus-
deliberately spread hate against Muslims.
Jesus said, seek the truth and the truth shall set you free.
We want a civilized discussion. He doesn't want to have it. He doesn't want to have it.
I'm learning. So, there you go. I want the truth.
There's a reason why this person doesn't want to
These guys
talk
are
to
hijacking me. I'm going to move over for those.
Oh no, they're hijacking me. I'm going to move over.
There's a reason why he's walking away. Please remember.
Where's my water? How do you know I
You're
lie?
lying.
Okay, how do you know I
I'm
lie?
tell you why you're lying.
Okay.
You don't want to learn.
Okay, do you
You're
know
not
my
even
heart?
listening.
Do you know my heart?
I can see your actions. I know your heart
Do you
by
know
your
my heart?
actions.
How do you
From
know
the
my heart by
abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Listen, I'm talking.
You said I'm a liar. How am I a liar?
You're a liar.
How?
You're a liar.
How am I a liar?
You know why you're lying?
Yeah.
I just said it and I'll say it again.
You said because of my
You
actions.
said you want to know about Jesus.
Yes.
You want to learn. You want to
Yes.
become a Christian.
No, I said I would if you could bring me the
You would.
evidence.
Okay.
I
Now
can't
I'm
just give my
talking.
life like that.
I'm talking.
Yes.
But you're not listening.
I listened for half an hour and it's on camera.
Yeah, but guess what?
Guess what? Basically,
I'm not done.
Okay.
So if you want to
No,
learn,
no,
listen.
You
You
said
said
I'm
you
not
want to
done.
learn from me,
Yes,
so then listen to me.
I did.
I didn't say I want to learn from you.
No, you don't need to.
So I don't want to hear from you.
No. Okay, thank you. So basically, what you're saying is
So
I
I
will
don't
talk.
want you
and
to
you're not gonna
teach
talk.
because you want me to
No,
teach you.
no. I
So if
said.
you want to be taught by me, then listen. If
Okay.
you don't want to be taught from me, then shut up.
Okay, have manners and listen to me. I've listened to you. Thank you. I said I will listen. When can I talk? He goes, when I finish. When
When
you
I
finish, he
finish.
goes, I don't.
Do you actually want to learn?
Will you allow me to talk?
Listen.
Allow me to talk.
Give me your book again.
You said.
Give me your book again.
There you go.
You got a book
Yes, I'm reading and I've
called
got it.
Bart
here.
Ehrman.
Yes.
Who's a clear guy that tries to debunk the Bible.
Ex-Christian.
Ex-Christian.
Yes,
okay.
and I'm reading his book.
So
I'm
you're
interested.
reading the book.
I'm interested. Look,
You have your
and I've just
questions.
started, and that's
how
evidence.
often do you
look,
come
look,
to?
That's an evidence.
Listen to me. How often do you come to Speaker's Corner?
Oh, look.
A lot. So you've spoken with many Christians already.
Yes, I have. None of them were convincing, but you're from Canada.
Okay.
I see potential in
Gotcha.
you.
Okay.
And you got a camera. You're unique.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've heard everything that people can
Not really.
possibly
No,
say about
I don't know. You might. Today you said something that I agreed on,
So
and I liked
if
it.
you don't know,
Yes.
then listen.
I was listening, but
Okay,
I'm
then
asking.
continue to listen.
When can I ask questions?
When I'm done.
Roughly, when is that?
This is my teaching.
Okay.
I decided to
Nah,
teach this
okay,
way.
okay.
Wait.
We should be allowed. This is Speaker's Corner. According to Speaker's Corner rules, I can speak over you, but I respectfully listen to
According
you.
to Speaker Corner's rules, you can speak over me.
Why Jesus?
Listen,
My
if you want to
question is-
speak over people, then speak over yourself.
Excuse me, if
Listen.
you're talking about etiquette, don't have double standards and apply it to here. Okay? Your double standards, you don't know what's going on. You just hear double standard etiquette. Do you know he's not allowing us to speak?
You won't even let me speak.
Yeah, but be just. Be just.
Listen to me.
Be
Listen to me.
just.
Listen to
Be
me.
just.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Be
I
just.
don't listen.
And sister, no disrespect. No disrespect. Why are you keep stopping me?
Because
I'm teaching. Don't stop me. I'm teaching. I'm gonna do the same thing. Sister, I'm teaching. I haven't finished. I haven't finished. I know that's why I'm
Okay,
using.
guys.
That's why I'm
Look.
using.
If you guys want to hear me, I'm gonna go over
Sister,
there.
that's what I'm using. Sister, why are you being unjust?
What are you running to? 1 minute, I'm trying to keep him.
Sorry.
in men.
What?
Not you. Not a lot of guys. But listen. So we're going back to Solomon's temple. The Quran does not explain Solomon's temple. It doesn't explain why God gave or made a covenant with Israel. It doesn't explain exactly what that covenant is. How many of you know, as Muslims, I'm opening the floor here.
Okay,
how many Muslims know?
Woo! Did somebody say opening the floor?
Stop, please stop. He just opening the floor. Does he understand English?
The floor is open.
Give the brother a chance to. He ain't doing nothing.
How many Muslims know what the old covenant was with Israel? Okay, you don't know.
No.
But do you know that the Quran talks about a covenant with Israel? The Quran talks about a temple. The Quran talks about laws that were given to Israel. Does the Quran ever mention the 10 Commandments? This is the biggest thing to a Jew.
Yeah.
There are so many missing details in the Quran, it would literally be impossible to really understand Abrahamic history,
Irrelevant.
prophetic history, if you just went by the Quran alone. It would be impossible.
Doesn't need to know.
Open the floor. No, he hasn't opened the floor.
Another thing.
Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Muslims are told that they need to believe in the Injil, the Torah, the Zabur. How many Muslims have actually read the Torah?
Doesn't exist. Simple question, it doesn't exist. How can you read something that doesn't exist?
Hold on. So most of you haven't read the Torah, so you don't know what it says.
Because it doesn't exist.
But there's details that are missing in the Quran.
Nope.
Number one. How many of you have actually read the Zabur? Muslims.
Nope, doesn't exist anymore.
Not many. They've been taught that it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
How many of you have actually read the Injil?
Doesn't exist anymore.
Doesn't exist.
Consistency, you see?
So here's an interesting thing. You're taught to believe in something that doesn't exist.
But it did exist at one point.
Okay, I don't need the choir backing me up, brother. Listen.
It's called the truth.
So you have a religion that's taught to believe in something that doesn't exist.
It did exist at one point.
That did exist at one point, but it doesn't exist.
Context, please.
Okay, we got Mr. 2 cents.
Yeah. nice low blows. 2 cents. Yeah, not nice blow.
Okay, 3 cents.
Deal with the facts.
Pence, sorry.
No.
You guys don't have cents.
One
Yeah,
pound,
pence.
1 pound.
1 pound.
1 pound, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
bro, but listen, I don't need your help though.
Don't you see that you causing the problem?
No.
Okay.
Because listen to this.
Now we see
You
the real
listen to me
side.
now. You talking, he's talking, but you answering him.
Yes.
But then it hurts you so much he's answering you back.
Exactly.
You don't like it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So just leave him and then you
Okay.
talk.
Just ignore him.
Yeah.
Because ignore him. Just ignore him.
Yeah, just ignore him.
Yeah.
Where are these books?
Good. And after you're gonna come in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just let him speak.
So the Quran
Yeah.
has missing elements in it that don't allow you to even understand history. And it leaves you ignorant. And in fact, what I've seen a lot, and I'm not accusing every Muslim to be a part of ISIS or not, so don't get me wrong, but what I see a lot on the news, and maybe it's false news, but I see them destroying a lot of historical artifacts in the name of what they believe, their version of Islam. Now, whether it's the true version or not the true version, I don't know. It's not the point. Not every Muslim is a part of ISIS, okay? Make that clear. But they're destroying historical artifacts, and they don't give you the history to understand what they truly believe. And so, what that tells me is that I need something more than the Quran in order to substantiate my faith. In fact, what I learned from the Quran is this, is that it's supposed to confirm that which came before. It's supposed to confirm, according to the Quran, that which was between their hands. It's supposed to confirm it. And I've read many ayahs in the Quran. There's so many of them. At the time of Jesus, where it was said that this message that I have confirms that which is within my hands, which was the Torah, which was the Tanakh, which is Zabur. If you understand anything to do with Jewish history, they had a compilation of books that compose of the prophets, the writings, and the law. This is where we get the acronym or the word Tanakh. Okay, this is what we have, the Old Testament. So at the time of Jesus, according to the Quran, there was actually a real Bible. So Jesus, according to the Quran, this is what I understand, believed that the Torah and the Zabur were intact at his time, And this is according to the Quran. So the argument that a revelation comes after to replace the old one, but the old one is corrupt and that's why the new one came, that's not even true according to the Quran. According to my reading of the Quran.
You read it
Now
wrong.
sometimes when I read it in English,
You read it wrong.
some people say, well, I didn't read the Quran. But yet, if you go to any masjid or any Islamic bookstore, they give you an English Quran. So how in the world am I supposed to believe in a book that doesn't translate itself to modern day languages? If it's not worthy enough to be translated into modern day languages, then I could never understand it. It would take me literally 4 years to be saved.
What about the language of the Bible? Is it
Hold
English?
on.
Is it English?
Hold on.
Is the Bible in English?
Yeah.
Oh no,
The
it's
Bible was
not.
translated also.
Exactly.
All right, man.
So-
listen, man.
I right?
Listen.
I know. You just want to talk without.
Of course I want to
Your,
talk.
your brother agrees with you that the Bible is a translator also.
Exactly.
Your brother, or even your brother.
Now you're taking
So
off me.
it's gonna take me another 400
You see that? You
years.
see that?
Stay on top.
This is on
It's gonna
topic.
take me
This is
another
the topic that
400
you don't
years
like.
to know the Bible.
He's using a condition for the Quran, which the Bible. You're shooting yourself in the foot.
And your brother just agree with that too.
Am I allowed to shoot myself in the foot?
Go ahead, my brother.
you-
Yeah, you alive because it's you. Don't touch the man.
Like I
Don't touch
said,
him.
I'm a man of truth.
Yeah, we don't want to see you hurt.
I'm not here to fight you.
No, neither we are. Why
I'm not
you
here
keep
to.
saying
I'm not here to hijack you.
that? We're not here to hijack. Why do you keep using that?
Because
for?
you're hijacking.
No, I'm not.
No,
you're
he's not.
hijacking the
I'm
park.
there
You just
to
came to the
protect
park.
you. He can't
You're
do that to
hijacking the
you.
park and
Okay.
saying I will speak and nobody
All
can
right,
talk.
man.
You
It's
remind me
hard.
of my wife. You're nagging wife. No,
Where's
stop.
my microphone?
There you go. There you go.
Don't run away.
You're upsetting now.
But you've made it fair point.
Big mic.
Problem is,
Where's Kojo? Do you have the microphone? It's in your bag.
Where you guys going?
Hold on. I'm gonna. Since it's a small group, I'm gonna just amplify myself a bit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna amplify myself a little bit in this small little circle,
Yes.
so that at least.
Oh, by the way, that's not allowed in Speaker's Corner.
Do you
It's
want to hear
illegal.
me or no?
It's illegal. That's illegal.
Do you want to hear me or no?
That's illegal.
no, but we just
Okay, so
tell
are
you.
you going to let me speak?
Yeah.
Or do I have to move again?
Excuse me, are you going to let me speak?
No,
I've been
I'm not
listening to
gonna
you. Let me speak. Can you imagine this? No.
I'm not going to let you speak.
You're not going to let me speak?
No.
Okay, thank you. Now let's talk about it, yeah? Now,
No,
you're
listen to
been-
this. Just leave him. Leave
Brother,
him.
brother.
He's ignorant.
You know,
Leave him.
Brother, 1 second.
You know, actually, when I meet forceful people,
You're not my
they
teacher.
usually abuse their wives.
No. Oh, here we go now.
Forceful
Abuse
people
your wives.
usually beat
Muslim,
people up.
Fight.
Forceful
Hijack.
people like to
No
fight.
blows.
My brother,
No blows.
fight
You
with
hit me
forceful
with the facts
people
today.
don't have
You hit me
respect.
with the facts today.
Hey, my American brother, you
Try
gotta
to
be
talk about
careful
the
what you
Bible.
say.
I'm not careful what I say. I tell you the truth.
You gotta be careful.
Listen, I'm a street preacher and I say the truth.
You know
Forceful
what you're
people
doing?
love to beat their wives.
Yes, okay.
I tell you,
Forceful
gotta be
people
careful how we
control
talk
their
like
wives.
this. You can't come and accuse someone about beating his wife.
Yeah, look, there you go.
Forceful people cause fights.
What's wrong with you?
Forceful people have problems together.
Even this lovely man went on a mad one. Even this lovely guy went on a mad one.
What you're saying?
I'm telling you,
I'm gonna go.
wait till I'm telling you, you can't come and accuse someone like this. He just, and if I said it,
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm just telling him. Every time he's that afraid.
Exactly.
Like I look like a little boy to you.
He even made the good guy. Look how he made the good guy turn out to be.
I'm trembling, man. I'm trembling.
Man, you're double standard. Don't be double standard.
يا لغتي عربية حسبي بأنك منطقي وبياني عربية قلبي